Hey, this is Jamie from iLearnFastSoftware.com. This lesson is titled, The Possibilities Are Limited. The last few lessons, we've been working on the slope-intercept form of a line. You remember y equals mx plus b, right? That is a very natural way to write an equation of a line if you know 2 points or if you know the slope and starting value. Today we're going to revisit the other way to write the equation of a line. Do you remember the equations that looked like this? We saw those on the Xavier and Yolanda lessons. That form of a line is called ax plus by equals c. And the problems we do today will fit nicely into this form. One word of caution, today b is not the y-intercept. Let's do our first example. When I fly my plane, I'm limited to how much extra weight I can carry in my plane. I can't just throw a strap to the back of my truck, hook it up to my airplane, and try to take off. Let's suppose my dad needs me to transport produce from our farm. I can't take more than 600 pounds, otherwise it won't be safe to fly. A typical crate of tomatoes weighs 20 pounds, and an average watermelon weighs 12 pounds. If T is the number of crates of tomatoes, and W is the number of watermelons, let's write the equation of the line that represents the limitations on my cargo. Because tomato crates weigh 20 pounds, each time I add a crate of tomatoes, that will be 20 pounds. So the weight of tomatoes will be 20 T. Watermelons weigh 12 pounds, so the weight will be 12 W. My total weight is the tomatoes plus the watermelons, so that gives us 20 T plus 12 W. Since my weight limit is 600 pounds, we can say that 20T plus 12W equals 600. That's the equation for my limited possibilities. In your practice problems today, that is all you will have to do. You will have to write the equation for the limited possibilities. However, just to give you a little better understanding of the situation and connect back to our Xavier and Yolanda lessons, let's quickly draw a graph of the possibilities. What if my dad said, Jamie, all we need are tomatoes this week. Can you figure out how many crates of tomatoes I could carry? Remember, our equation is 20T plus 12W equals 600 because the tomato crates weigh 20 pounds and the watermelons weigh 12 pounds and I can only carry 600 pounds. If I don't take any watermelons, that means W will be 0 and the watermelons will disappear and all we're left with is 20T equals 600. To solve for T, divide both sides by 20, and we get 30. So if all I transport is tomatoes, I can take 30 crates. Now suppose the opposite happened, and my dad said, leave the tomatoes and bring as many watermelons as you can. In that case, T would be 0. The tomatoes would disappear, and all that would be left is 12W equals 600. We divide each side by 12 and get W equals 50. So I can bring 50 watermelons if I don't bring any tomatoes. We could plot these points on a graph and draw a line that would represent all the different combinations of what I can carry on the plane without going over my 600-pound limit. Now it is time for you to try one. A hot dog stand has $1,000 to purchase supplies for the weekend. Each hot dog costs 50 cents in supplies, and each bottle of water costs 20 cents in supplies. Write the equation of the line that describes the limited possibilities. Tap pause now to try this problem before I explain it to you. In this problem, we have $1,000. That isn't going to change. We can't have a second $1,000. That was our limit, just like our 600-pound limit we had for the airplane. So we can start by writing 1,000 equals. Each time we buy supplies for a hot dog, that is going to cost 50 cents. To rewrite that using algebra, we can write 50 cents times H, where H is the number of hot dogs. Next comes the water. Each bottle costs 20 cents, so we'll write that as 20 cents times W. Our final equation is 1,000 equals 0.5H plus 0.2W. Good luck on your practice problems. As always, I recommend doing all 10 problems. Bye!